Some years ago, when I visited Turkey, I was introduced to these savory flatbreads or boat-shaped hand pies called pide, and they are absolutely delicious. My friend Özlem Warren, who is a Turkish food expert and writer, shared her recipe for vegetarian Turkish pide over on the MediterraneanDish.com, our site, and I am excited to show you guys. We're gonna work with our yeast first, and we need a cup of warm water. Slightly warm to the touch, but not too hot. If you're unsure, use a thermometer. It should be somewhere between 90 and 110. And we're gonna go ahead and add to it just over a teaspoon of sugar. I'm gonna stir that into the water and then add our yeast. And then one of these packs of rapid rise instant yeast. So we're making a super basic dough. Boom. We're gonna set this aside for 5 minutes. It should start to foam. Good things should be happening. Okay, we're working just with your average all-purpose flour here. 2 1/4 cups goes right in here in this big bowl. We're going in with a teaspoon of salt, and we're gonna mix those two things together. And when my yeast mixture is ready, we will put this dough together. We're gonna make a well in the middle of our flour. Looks like a well. Yeah.
Did well enough.
It's a well enough well. If you've been watching for any amount of time, I'm not a measurer when it comes to olive oil, but when I'm baking, especially if I'm baking a friend's recipe, I'm gonna try to follow. So she says 2 tablespoons of some good extra virgin olive oil. So we're going to go ahead. For baking, I usually like to use an olive oil that's not too strong, but still delicious and rich. This Arabakina olive oil from our site from MediterraneanDish.com is perfect for this sort of recipe. This is looking great. I'm loving the froth on here. I'm supposed to add this right to the well. So we're going in with our yeast and water mixture. That's perfect. We're gonna go ahead and bring in from the sides our flour. And we're gonna work this into a sticky, shaggy dough. It's happening, baby. It is becoming shaggy, and by shaggy we mean the dough kind of shags, like a shag rug, shaggy rug. Here we go, see that? This is where we're getting there. We've got a sticky, shaggy rug situation dough, and we're gonna go ahead and flour a clean surface, and I'm gonna grab the dough and put it right on here, and we're gonna knead. So we're just gonna keep going for a minute here by hand, no big deal. It's a good exercise. No, 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 no. Hey, hey, hey. It's coming together, which is what I want. So I'm just gonna keep at it until it's soft and smooth. And if the dough gets sticky, we're gonna help it out with just a little bit more olive oil. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, we're in business. And then I wanna wash my bowl so I can use it to let this dough rise. Bowl as clean as can be. We're adding in a little bit of our olive oil, and then we're gonna go ahead and go around. Now we grab our dough, coat it in the olive oil, toss it around here for a little bit. Then we're gonna cover it and set it aside for an hour and allow this dough to rise. Pide comes with so many different toppings, anything from beef to veggies, and my friend Özlem's recipe is more vegetarian, and I love that. So we have mushrooms and peppers and spinach. It's delicious. So we're gonna go ahead and saute the veggies and get them ready. The dough is almost ready for us. It's gonna be great. Non-stick pan, a little bit of extra virgin olive oil, and we're gonna coat the bottom of the pan and then allow the oil to shimmer slightly. So we're going in with onion. This is just yellow onion. Yellow or white onion will do for this recipe. Garlic, bell peppers. Oh, gorgeous already. And mushrooms. And once these cook down, don't worry, they're gonna kind of collapse beautifully and they'll make a great filling. We're gonna saute these veggies about 10 minutes or so. They need to collapse and soften. The dough has beautifully risen. We're gonna flour our surface here. We're gonna grab our dough. Beautiful. Toss it in here, and we're gonna knead it for a couple more minutes. Here we go. That looks pretty good. We're gonna shape it into a ball again. And now we're gonna split it into two, because we're gonna make 2 Beautiful pide. We're gonna form 2 balls now. And I'm gonna check on my veggies in just a second. All right, we're going in with some spinach at this point. I'm looking for it to wilt. So we're gonna add a pinch of salt, pinch of pepper, and a dash of Aleppo pepper, which is not too hot, but will add just enough of a kick. And as soon as this wilts, we are ready. Beautiful. Going in with feta cheese. Looking great. We're gonna remove it from the heat and let it cool just a little bit. We have 2 pieces of dough and we are to turn them into oval-shaped flatbread. They're actually going to end up looking more like boats. They're so beautiful, so prepare a large pan or 2 pans and line them with parchment paper. And we're going to start by turning the first piece of dough into an oval. So we're gonna start from the outside and then work your way into the middle and keep working back and forth, stretching the dough until you arrive at an oval. This is not unlike, playing with pizza dough or pita bread, which we have that recipe too. I don't want a circle, I want an oval. That's what it looks like. Now we've got 2 of these guys. Oven at 400, and we're gonna set these guys side by side on a very large baking sheet that's been lined with parchment paper. We're gonna go ahead and add the filling to the middle, leaving about an inch border around because we're gonna enclose this and make a boat shape. We just heap it right in the middle here. Oh, gorgeous colors. Once you've learned how to do this, you can do all sorts of other fillings. If you're a meat eater, you could do something with ground beef. So you're gonna divide the filling between the 2. Deliciousness. So we're gonna fold around it, not totally covering the filling, fold and pinch. You basically just kind of pull up the sides almost, and then from both sides you go ahead and pinch it down, making it like a pointy shape. So once you kind of pull it together, pinch the ends real well. You're creating a couple of walls around the beautiful filling, and you're pinching the sides, and here you have 2 gorgeous boats. From here, we're gonna make an egg wash, give this a brush, and we're gonna stick it in the oven. Crack the egg, and then I'm gonna add just a drizzle of olive oil, tiny drizzle. We're gonna brush, and this is gonna give it a beautiful golden brown hue once it's fully baked. It's going in the oven at 400 degrees for about 20 to 25 minutes, and it should be good to go. All right. Gorgeous little savory pies. I have seen these with all sorts of fillings, anything from beef to veggies to even eggs for breakfast. I've seen them large, I've seen them small, and they are always delicious. If you have tried Middle Eastern fatire, those little savory pies I have made before, this idea would not be too foreign for you because they're kind of related. All right, let's see. Not bad at all. This would make a great appetizer for a party, a nice savory snack, beautiful little pie situation. This has my name written all over it. If you love Turkish food and you love savory pies and flatbreads, definitely check out the next video for gözleme. Find the recipe for pide over on themediterraneandish.com. I will see you later. Ciao.